lost. We wasted 8 hours of our life, but we lost. I can help it. 2-on-1. Let's get rid of the cash. You know?
Let it go, man. Let it go. Hello, and welcome to the Enchanted Tabletop Society. My name is Kim.
I'm Jules.
I'm Brian.
And I'm David.
And this video is all about games that we wanted to love, but we didn't. And it's not that we hated any of these games, no hate to any of the publishers or the artists. We just didn't love them. But they're not bad games, necessarily. Yeah. I'm sure there are other people that love them. We just are not part of that group.
This is filled with hot takes.
I'm going to start with hues and hues. Essentially just, if you've ever been to a hardware department in the paint section, that's what the board game looks like. There's 10,000 colors, and you use one word to describe a color on the board. Every time I play, I can never remember any other word in my entire life. So if I'm trying to describe purple, I can't think of the word lavender. I can only think of purple.
Aww.
And I'm like staring around the room. What's purple? Not for me.
No Barney?
My mind just
No
goes
nothing?
blank. What?
No Barney?
There's
No Barney.
There's like a pressure there. I don't know.
But if it's a light purple, Barney's not light purple.
Oh, that's
so
true.
you can't, what's light purple?
Opposite
Nothing.
of Barney.
No.
You can
No,
only say
no,
one word.
And the first clue you give one word. The second clue you can say multiple words. I feel like the game isn't that bad, like especially if you're really good at word color combinations. My only complaint is I feel like the colors that you see on the cards that's supposed to like replicate the colors that are on the board don't really match. Like it doesn't. When you look at them, I feel like the color on the board is not the same that's on the card, and that messes with me, and I don't like it. I am someone that's very much like I see colors and like. No,
the shading is off.
The shading's off.
Sure.
The shading is off. It does not match, and that throws me off. I don't feel like it's a bad game. I feel like it's a good like party game. It's easy, but it's not our favorites or like our family's favorite. They're not a big fan of those either. So.
Correct, yeah.
That's the first one. Don't hate us.
Yeah, right. The first one on our list is Fox in the Forest. Like a trick-taking game for just 2 people. I really wanted to like it because it was recommended a lot, and we ended up playing it like once or twice, and then that was it. It was just like, it's not that we didn't like it, it was just something that we don't gravitate towards as a 2-player game.
Catch our attention.
Yeah, it doesn't get our attention going as much. So not that we hate it or anything, we'll play it from time to time, but it's not something that we actually like, oh yeah, let's play that today.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's our first game on the list.
Our second game is Deception, Murder in Hong Kong.
Wow.
Okay. Here's the deal, okay? I am not a big fan of werewolf-style games. I don't like
Deceiving
secret
people.
deception. Like lying, like... So the part of lying freaks me out, and then accusing someone freaks me out. So that whole combination, I'm not a big fan of. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, I felt very confused during this game. Like, I just feel like the elements of it, like, there was weapons, but I didn't really understand. Also, we played this game, like, during the end of our game night. So I think maybe that added to my, like, I don't know what's happening here. I don't understand how I'm supposed to, like...
And it was a lot of people.
Connect. Yeah, and it was a lot
like
of
10
people.
people, I think, playing it. So it was,
and,
like, a lot.
And my brain just could not handle it. So on top of, like, it's not a mechanic I love, I also felt very confused. And I'm like, I don't know how to determine any of this information. So that's why it's on my list. So, or our list, because I'm bringing David along.
No, I agree. I agree. Yeah. I barely remember playing.
Yeah.
So, but I don't like to learn games after 8.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You'll
That's
learn
my
that.
rule.
Yeah.
That's my rule.
So it was just one of those games.
Yeah, and I think with that particular game, it is very group dependent. So if, like, certain people aren't good with those styles of games, it's really hard to get people into it, and you almost kind of have to like role play. So you have to, like, if you're the killer or you're trying to accuse someone, you have to like come up with a good story as to why the weapons with the place goes together, because there's not a lot that you can go off of with the clues. So it's almost like, well, I think it's this because this is what could happen. And if you don't have people that don't also like do that,
Yeah.
then it's really hard for that piece also, on top of like trying to deceive someone on figure that out.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Our next game is Casting Shadows. It's a turn-based competitive kind of game. I think for us, we overhyped ourselves on the game, and then when we played it, it was like ended very abruptly and quickly, and it was underwhelming for us.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, we like the games that they come up with, like Unstable Unicorns and Here to Slay. Like, I think we actually like Here to Slay more than Unstable Unicorns, but we got into this one because we're like, oh, this is cool. It's going to be like a battler, and you're on a board and doing all this stuff, and it's a good game, but like I think maybe with more people, which we've only played it at two so players, take that with a grain of salt. I think at 2 it's just very lackluster. Like you're minimal fighting until you're there.
You're like avoiding each other until you can
do your ultimate
get your
or something.
shadow form or whatever it's called.
So we would play again. We're actually that would be on our list if we could play it again at more people. I think that would be better.
Give it another shot.
Give it another shot.
The old college try.
Yeah. And that's Casting Shadows.
Well, our next game is The Crew. I actually thought I would like this game because I like trick-taking games, and I don't know, this one just is, you have to be quiet, there's 1,000 different rules you have to follow, you can't talk, the people you play with, they don't use the little beacon properly, so you get upset, and it's just not for me. And I thought I would love this game because like I like trick-taking games.
I think that's when we discovered, like, attempting to play The Crew, because David and I tried to play it 2 players, and then the 3 of us played it, and that's when we discovered that David is not a fan of secret or quiet cooperative games. He's a fan of cooperative games if we can, like, communicate and, like, share ideas, but the second that it becomes, like, a quiet, like, you can't talk, that's when he's out. Like, he's not about it, he's not having a good time. You know, and I don't feel like, out of all the trick-taking games that we own, and we're big fans of trick-taking game, I don't feel like it's my favorite either. I don't know if it's because I haven't had a good experience.
I mean,
somebody always gets upset. I don't know who it is.
But I feel like if I was going to pick a trick-taking game, that wouldn't be on my list. Like, it's not something that, like, I would enjoy playing, because I love trick-taking. I'd rather play Skull King than that, so.
Are we sure David likes cooperative game?
I do
like
we
played
Stardew
Valley.
Valley.
Even though there was a little thing with that too.
But he had a good time.
But he had a good time.
We lost. We wasted 8 hours of our life, but we lost.
We've played the Pandemic Star Wars version, and you enjoyed that. So it's just he wants to communicate. He wants, like, all right, like, to express his ideas and, like, why should we do this? The second you take that away, because we played Hanabi and he didn't like Hanabi either, and that's also a secret.
You have to make it make sense when you're doing it.
Yeah, like he wants to know, like, what are you?
Why do you
want
to do that?
Like, explain that to me, please.
I got you.
Yeah.
And if it's cooperative and I get outvoted, okay, I get outvoted 2 on 1. Let's get rid of the cash.
Let it go, man. Let it go.
That's PTSD.
that's just coming back. We're a little triggered right now.
Oh man.
So the next one on our list is Sky Team. Bit of a hot take because a lot of people like it. It's a 2-player game where you're playing cooperatively and you're trying to, like, land the plane. So you're doing things like, and it's also silent. It's also a silent cooperative game. Okay.
I forgot about that one.
David's like, let me add that to my list.
I forgot about that one. I didn't know you guys owned that one. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a silent cooperative game where you have to roll dice and you're trying to place them, but you're kind of placing your dice not knowing what the other person has, and you're trying to land this plane, which we actually did good the first time we played it, but we haven't revisited it since.
One was
and
enough.
I think I do want to play it more, but I think it's just one of those that we don't, like, there's other 2-player games we'd rather play, and that's
like Flamecraft.
Like Flamecraft, or like cooperative other games that we've played together. It's not that it's a bad game, it's just a game that we just don't gravitate to as much. So
Our plane crashed as well. Okay?
He said they did all right.
We landed.
No, we didn't.
Oh,
We
oh,
landed.
well,
We
ours
crashed.
crashed and
We
burned.
almost
No one's
crashed.
surprised.
We
no one's surprised.
could have. We could have landed, but we decided to crash instead.
Who's we?
You know what's funny? We
This
played
was
that.
me. She rolled. And we crashed. All right, game over.
I feel like that's a great game for this list because that's also one of mine where I like had high hopes of like, all right, this is gonna be so much fun. We're landing a plane, like cool. And we also have only played it one time, and that's the last time we played it.
Literally, Jules was like, "Oh, you know what? We'll play this. It'll be great. It'll help communication.
Yeah,
we'll be in sync with each other." And the whole
absolutely.
time we're like, "We're gonna crash. No, we're gonna crash. Okay, you know, like
Yeah.
you're re-rolling
Or like you're
everything.
looking, you're giving them that look like you see
Like,
what
you
we
see?
want to do, right?
But sometimes you give them the look, and they're not even looking at you.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm just doing what I want. Okay.
That's nice.
You're doing that. Well, I'm turning.
I just feel like I'm in charge of this part, okay? This is my job.
This is my side. That's your side.
I don't understand what the problem
Why
is.
is your side on fire? Why are we? This is your side. Why are we like this? Why are we tilted? I don't even remember how to play. Okay, I just know
That it was
side.
like
Yeah.
you have this screen and you're like, okay, well,
You're staring
I
at
have
each other like,
these dice. Let's see what's gonna happen.
I'm glad we can laugh about it now.
Yes. Yeah, that's Sky Team.
Very good. All right. Our next game is Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, so that game hurts. I'm so sorry.
It is.
I don't know if I'm just old. I don't know what it is, but slapping each other's hands. So essentially, it's a bunch of cards. You're putting them down. They're all either like taco, cat, goat, cheese, or pizza. And the second that it's like something different, I think that's when you're supposed to slap your hand, or when it's the same. I don't really remember. But essentially, you're all like racing to slap your hand on these cards. But that hurts once you start like getting each other like on top, like that.
It really is.
It
yeah.
hurts. And then when you play that game, because it's so easy, right? Like it's an easy game to play. After like the first or second time, like my hand's bruised. I'm not about it. I am
Yeah.
too old to be playing slapjack type of games. You know what it's called? Slapjack?
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
games. Like I cannot do it. And I had hopes for it because it's so cute. And they have so many themes now. Like there's a Christmas one. It's
Yeah.
so adorable. But all I can think about is my bruised hand. And it's just not. It's
Not for you.
Forgetting
It's
what
not the
the next-
vibe.
That is
forgetting
definitely
what
a
the
good
next word
one
is.
because it's
Mhm.
like it really does hurt.
Yeah. It's
You
not
can
the
play
vibe.
that like maybe once and then
Yeah.
all
Or maybe
right.
like small children, but even
Yes,
then, like they're
yeah.
going full
Small
force.
children hit hard.
Yeah.
Like I can't. I don't know. It's not for me. Not for me.
Our next game is My Shelfie.
It's so cute though.
It is
I know
really cute.
Brian's like, I didn't want to say this, but Jules put it on the list.
I agree.
David agrees with that.
I agree.
With
So
what? You don't like it?
I don't care for myself.
So it's not that we don't like it or like I don't like it. It's just that I think I really had high hopes for it because it is really cute. You got the
It is,
cats, you
yeah.
got the aesthetic shelf, you got all this stuff, but it's just I don't know. It just
It's
doesn't.
boring.
Yeah, or it's like, or it's good like if you're just chilling on a Sunday or something.
Yeah.
Like it's a cozy game, but it's just not
Because
one
My
that.
Shelf was better.
No, that's not what it was.
Is it too cozy? Like is it too to the extreme where you're just like I'd rather be doing something else? Like I feel like my ADHD kind of
Yeah.
just is like, all right.
Yeah, I think it was kind of like that
Yeah.
where it's just like, oh, hey, yeah, I'm just putting this in.
Yeah,
I'm
that,
just
like,
doing this.
If you messed up, it wasn't a big deal. Like you just
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a great intro game. I feel like
yeah.
For the kids.
kids, families, or if you're just getting into the hobby, maybe that's a good one to like if you like Connect Four and you want to like do a little
Yeah,
bit
that's true.
more, you could probably do that one.
Yeah.
This is a good segue into like those matching ones where you're getting them in order patterns. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only played it on Board Game Arena.
Mm-hmm.
It was okay.
Yeah.
Like it was just like okay.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
if somebody wants to play, sure, but
Yeah.
it's
We
not.
don't, we don't
one
go
that-
through it. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
I think I'm alone in this next one.
Is this our last one?
This is our last one, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I don't know how to tell everyone this, but
Oh, no.
I don't really care for Dutch Blitz
Oh, all right.
And you guys like to play it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
I
okay.
just,
It's
David's like,
it's
I'm
okay,
so
David.
sorry.
I play it.
It is one of our favorites.
never
I was
try.
shooketh when I read
I
this.
don't
I was like-
try anymore. It's not fun. My anxiety raises my blood pressure. So I just sit here.
I think he hates
and
when
I
it's
go
like
this.
first you're on top,
Yeah.
then you're negative, and
then I don't know. I haven't liked it for a long time.
yeah.
So I didn't like it when we first played it. Like the first handful of times we played it, I was like, I don't know
It's a
what's
lot.
happening. Like I cannot keep track of what's going on in the middle, and then also my cards. Like it was overwhelming. But I did grow to like it a lot. Like I like it now. I feel like I got used to like the
You bought the expansion, so you can play with 8 people.
fast pace. Like I like it now, but I did not like it at the beginning. But I can see where it is very anxious.
It is, yeah, it is one of those.
It's a lot is happening at the same
I
time,
usually
and it's
stop
quick.
playing. Jules will be doing all this stuff, and I'll just be watching. I don't know what to do anymore.
You're just like, I'm stuck. And sometimes it'd be like that.
Yeah.
I'm stuck. Everyone's like, you don't like when people slap your hands, and then bam, you're like,
Okay,
oh,
it's
two
not.
people
Okay,
trying to
okay,
put down
there's
the
a
three.
mic here. There's a
Well,
mic here.
Anyway,
It's definitely, I can see it. I can see your point
Yes.
to it.
Yeah.
I don't agree with your point, but I do
you
see
my
the point. I do see the
I'm
point.
glad I feel acknowledged.
You're
Yes,
valid.
you're-
We listen and we don't judge. Maybe just a little bit.
But it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
And I
It's
feel like
fine.
after this, you guys are gonna just bust it out.
I know, we're gonna make him
gonna
play.
right
Yeah.
now. Boo, boo, boo.
Well,
like,
no,
actually,
now we know how you
surprise.
feel about it. We won't play.
Or we'll play when we want to have one up over on you. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Or raise David's blood pressure.
I don't even try anymore. I just sit there like.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh my gosh.
Hot take, David.
Very
Over
hot
there.
take.
I was so surprised when I saw that was on your list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the time you guys see this video, it is on it's on a couple of our lists that we've done on the videos. So we really like it. If you don't like the anxiety of trying to try and do all this stuff so that you don't get negative points, I can see why people don't like that. So my last game is my last game because it's a solo game called Spire's End, specifically Hildegard. I really wanted to like this game, but it's kind of like a mini campaign or like a story, like a choose your own adventure type of game. And I really wanted to love it because the artwork is beautiful. Honestly, didn't even finish it. So maybe I try to finish it, but it was one of those that I played and I was like, oh, okay, this is cool, but like, I don't know. Yeah, it was just something that I remember hyping it up and I was like, this is going to be so cool that I could play solo and I can choose this. I like reading. It's going to be great. And it was okay. But I will try to finish it in case people come at me for the comments. But
Maybe the end of it is like the end of a book and it
Could
gets
be.
really good and you're like,
Could
oh my
be.
gosh,
But
it makes sense
sometimes you
now.
have to DNF a book. Like sometimes
Yeah.
life's too short to be out here like miserable the whole time for an ending. Like nah, I'd rather do anything else.
yeah, so that's definitely one of those. So we'll see. We'll see.
You have a whole year.
Whole
Think
year.
about it.
Think about it. Maybe play it. Maybe finish. I don't know. We'll
Even
see.
in all the other solo games that you love, I feel like
Yeah, that one's just not on the list
Yeah.
for sure. But yeah. All right, that was our list of games that we wanted to love, but maybe they just didn't hit for us, but maybe they hit for you guys, so don't take offense to that. We, like some of these games. They just didn't quite make our top list. So if you guys do like them, let us know why you like them in the comments.
maybe there's a game that you guys love or don't love, and that's kind of scandalous because it's an unpopular opinion.
Ooh.
Like, let us know. Like, I'm
Let us
curious if
know
there's
your hot
other.
takes.
Yeah, like we'd like to know what are games that are popular, but that you're just like, it's not for me.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And hit that notification button.
See you next time. Thanks for joining our society.
Bye.
All right.
All right.
Welcome to
You should do that.
Oh yeah, for like a
Halloween.
Ooh, for Halloween.
or just a
that would be
regular
very
one.
cool.
Or just a regular one. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Welcome to Enchanted Tabletop Society.
If we ever
Yeah.
posted on like a Friday the 13th.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
We all
that's
get
a
like
good
scary
idea.
outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we combined or whatever, she just went.
You should have deleted it.
I just couldn't believe
You should have
it.
deleted it before she saw it and then been like, I'm going to say the last one.
I know.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, no, it's just
Next time.
Next time. And hit that notification button.
David, you're off screen.
Oh,
and take.
It's a notification bell.
damn.
Oh, do we want to do that again?
I
Take
would,
three?
I would argue it's a button you can click.
It is a button, technically, because you have to click subscribe and then you have to click the bell. Like,
Oh, let's click
Notification
the bell.
is that still a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
the
you go on
notification.
YouTube, you don't get notification.
I do. You're right.
Hold, please.
Oh, please. Are you doing?
Oh, who's doing
Hit
the like?
that
David wants to do
notification.
that.
Okay, so
It's a wrap.
all right, that's it. That's a wrap.
Wicked, wicked, wicked.